This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona, formerly Wheel Kinetics. Recently we did a major upgrade to our website, the way we communicate, how we buy, what we're buying, etc. And along with that went our oddball name of Wheel Kinetics. For years we got a lot of crap about that. What does it mean? Blah blah. Now it's Crosscut. Probably still going to catch a lot of crap, but it's a little bit easier to remember. Anyway, please go through the ads, look at the blogs, why we rebranded, how we rebranded. There's blogs about Bulletproof. There's blogs about the increasing car values, used car values. Pretty interesting stuff. Anyway, let's get to this truck. It is a 2004 F250 short bed extra cab, 4-door extra cab. It has a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's 4-wheel drive. It's an XLT, which is cloth. It has the FX4 off-road suspension package. Has 173,498 miles. It was a new car dealer trade-in to the Ansia Chrysler Jeep Dodge group in, I believe it was Texas, Houston, I believe. Might be San Antonio. Anyway, we brought it here and it had a bad EGR. The EGR was deteriorating, which gets contaminants in the coolant and blah, blah, blah. So we bought a brand new Bulletproof EGR cooler, put that in, installed that at Monsoon. Got a new coolant reservoir, changed all the radiator hoses, flushed the coolant system multiple times. If you've ever had this issue with a vehicle, those floaties are throughout the motor forever. I've had hoses in them forever. The bottom line is you should probably flush it once a year. It's fine. It's not gonna do anything like overheat your truck. But when you see those floaties in it, it's the residual of what was once the old EGR cooler. And no harm is coming to your vehicle. If you flush it maybe a dozen times in a month or two, you might get most of it out. Has no effect on the radiator whatsoever. Been there, done this a million times. All right, so don't freak out. Brake fluid flush, we also did that. We repaired the center cup holder and a few small holes in the seat, and we sent it to detail. These tires were the tires that came on the vehicle. Right here, boom. So somebody just put a nice set of BFG all-terrains on it right before they sold it, so they must have liked it enough for that. Purpose of these videos and our ads in general is not to sell the vehicle. Getting eyes on our vehicle is easy, very easy. What's tricky is we don't want the wrong person buying our vehicle. If we leave something out, if we're deceitful at all, then we have problems. The internet's a big place. So whatever we know that's wrong, you're gonna know. There's a little chip right here in the taillight. We don't hold back. If we suspect there's gonna be a problem, we'll tell you. If we know there's a problem, we'll tell you. What I'm not gonna say ever is that we have a perfect car or a perfect truck or a perfect van or a perfect SUV, because there's no such thing, and that's the bottom line. All right, so but what I will do is we'll go through this thing. I will show you the Carfax, I'll show you the title, I'll show you the receipts for what we've done to it. First thing I'm gonna do is start the frickin' truck so the AC's running. It is frickin' hot, man. 114 right now. 173,543 miles. So I want the AC running, and I know the AC is great in this truck, so start under the hood here real quick. All right, first of all, obviously new coolant bottle. Ford stamp there. Ford stamp there. EGR, right? Ford stamp here. Ford stamp here. Ford stamp here. Everything's original. All the parts up front are original. Obviously that matters for obvious reasons. No blow by at all. Excellent running truck. It ran great before we did the EGR cooler. We just wanted to take care of that just in case, so we did. And I thank God I left the door unlocked over here, right? If I don't do this like every day, it would be a miracle. I'd lock myself out of everything, including my house. Got a little issue. Need to get some training how to work a door. There's your window, door locks. Okay, here's what I promised. So we spent $1,278 at Monsoon Automotive, 6/15 of 21. Then it went to detail. Now we're doing our video. 04. Let's see. Air filter, EGR cooler, coolant hoses, coolant recovery reservoir, radiator coolant, new coolant obviously. Brake fluid flush, coolant system flush. Like I said, it's probably going to take another 10 or 15 flushes if you care. It really doesn't matter if you do it or not, but some people like to. Here's the receipt for the Bulletproof EGR cooler right here. Okay. Let's see. Here are the receipts for the parts. There's a gasket kit for the EGR, radiator hoses, blah blah blah, air filter, etc. Hoses and reservoir. Boom. That's that stuff. All this stuff will be accessible in the ad also. Here's the Carfax. There's your VIN. Basically, Carfax blends the Kelley Blue Book and the history, and they come up with a value of $15,170. That seems low to me, especially in the condition of this truck, but I just report the news. I am not making the news. It is what it is. All right. There's the VIN. No accidents reported. One owner, which is huge. 56 service history records. That's great. One owner. No major title problems. So it was born in Del Rio, Texas. And it just kept going to the dealer. I have to go fast here because there's so many pages of Carfax here where this guy's sending it to service. The air's blowing nice. It's so hot today. My daughter just went off to Mexico to the beach. You can drive there in about 3 hours from Tucson. So she's there with her friends and their parents. I would never send them without a parent. It's too rough down there, but she's on the beach right now. My son's at the pool, and I'm here. Huh. Kind of a theme to life, right? All right. Let's see. So a lot of red combs, Ford. San Antonio is where it came from, not Houston, by the way. I'm having flashbacks here. And then right here, 5/11/21 with 107. That's like 20 miles ago. Was serviced in Ancera, Chrysler, Dodge, and San Antonio. Okay. And here's the title. There's your VIN. There's the previous owner. I blotted out his last name for his protection. He traded in to Ancera. Ancera sold it to Wheel Kinetics. Okay. There you go. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Got a manual in here. One there. I always look at the bottom of the doors for Texas trucks. San Antonio doesn't have much humidity, but still want to check, especially Houston, Galveston, places like that. You can get a lot of humidity and a lot of rust. I don't see any on this truck, but like I said, it's my job to search for the negatives so that we don't have any drama and no one's yelling at me. We don't get yelled at because I will always throw something under the bus. I will never say it's better than it is. And I will always be difficult. Yeah, this was an indoor truck at night. This thing didn't spend any time outside. All right, let's see, door locks, mirrors, out, in, down, up, other side. Let's see, down. Let's go down all the way first, then we'll go in, and we'll go out, we'll go up. That works fine. All right, tilt wheel, perfect. Air conditioning, oh my Lord, works great, thank God. I am totally not in the mood to deal with hot car right now. Woo! Man, it's hot. All right, it's got an aftermarket radio. It's got a little Bluetooth plug here. There you go. Let's see. Center console. Boom, boom, boom. Air's blowing cold. Let me put on max. There we go. Even better. All right, there's tow on and off. Boom, boom. Then what do we got? We got neutral. Gonna go to 4 low. So there's 4x4 low range. And reverse. This is in low. That's definitely low range. It's granny gear, low there. Neutral. Now we're going to 4 high. Low range goes away. And yes, now we're quite a bit quicker. That's driving high and reversing high. Boom. All right. Open the gate. Now we're going to put it in neutral. We're going to go back to 2-wheel drive. Gates opening. Let's see, we have windshield wipers. What else we got? We got lights. That's correct. All right, let's go for a ride. All right, this is a nice truck. I already drove this across town when we brought it over to Monsoon, and they thought I was crazy for bringing it there, but I wanted an EGR cooler on it, and I wanted it gone through, so now we know everything. Anyway, it drove exactly like it does now then, but now it's got a new EGR cooler and a couple other little things that got done. Anyway, if you come to just on a drive at home, you're going to pay the following. You're going to pay your state tax rate, whatever that is, plus our city tax of 2.7% and a $250 dock fee. If you decide to pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're obligated to pay is agreed upon price. There's no tax, no dock fee, nothing. Once we receive full payment by wire, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address, sign it off to you, scan it into your online file, and mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope we mail it in. You will have the truck shipped to you. The title will already be in your mailbox when the shipper shows up. When the shipper shows up, just take the truck and the title from the mailbox and go get plates. It's very simple. If you need help with shipping, let me know early in the transaction. I can do it all for you. We can roll the price of shipping into the price of the truck, and I can handle it all for you. Or we can just send you some phone numbers. You can do it yourself. Or, like many of our customers who bought many vehicles from us, especially Kyle in San Diego, who's on like number 12, he knows how to do it better than I do. He's learned how to pay for the truck or the car, whatever he's buying. Actually, it's usually trucks. Pay and ship before I even know that it's sold. He's pretty good at it. Like, where'd that truck go? Kyle bought it. I'm like, oh, that explains why it's not here and why we have more money in the bank, right? Anyway, so let me know if you need help, okay? Last part of every video, I say the same thing, and I have forever. We don't have salesmen. We don't have bottled water with our name on it. We don't have an attendant serving scones and lattes and a game room for the kids, fountains out front, the mall next door. You saw where we just came from. Our uncle rents that for $1 a year. So you take the salesman and all the fluff and the location out of it. We don't have to make as much money as they do at the new car dealerships. They also know at the new car dealership that if they sell you this truck and it breaks, you're gonna want it fixed, right? So the best way to get something fixed is to pay for it with their money. That's the cheap way to do it. So they charge you an extra $500 to $700 when you buy a vehicle from them for future repairs. Even if you don't come back, they make an extra $500 or $700. And if you do, they've got the money to fix it. We don't charge you that money up front because we're not fixing your truck. When this truck breaks, and it will, just like every single vehicle out here eventually breaks, you will fix it with the money you save from us, which is substantial. These 6.0s in this condition are going for a fortune. And now that we put the EGR cooler on it, the Bulletproof EGR cooler on it, these things are going through the roofs, all right? You're not gonna pay that kind of money though. We're not trying to make as much money as we possibly can. There's no point in that. We're trying to move vehicles. We're not trying to store vehicles, okay? So, bottom line is, if something breaks, you're fixing it, whether it's the second you bought it or 5 years from now. We give you this information so you can become a very well-informed owner, not a well-informed owner with a leash around our neck, okay? We want you to know what you're doing, we want you to know what you're buying, and we want you to be happy, okay? And the best way to be happy is to be told the truth. So, that's how we operate. If that doesn't work for you, none of these cars are for you, because we say the same thing about every single one and always have. That being said, I would take this to Mexico in a heartbeat and tow the boat and the whole bit with this thing. This is a bad little truck. I like the extra cab short bed. You know, it's drivable. It's not like it's so long you can't move around parking lots and things. And it's still a 4x4, and it's got the Bulletproof on it, the EGR cooler on it. You know, so there you go. Anyway, all right. I think that's about it. I'm gonna put this right here and call it a day. Thank you for your time.